Hello friends, and welcome back to another ride. Yes, here we are in September already, and it's an absolutely stunning day, I must say. A beautiful day to be out riding, and we're on Hurricane today, and we're riding just a few miles from Lancaster here, heading off towards Halton. Now this isn't a road I generally take. I have ridden up it on the way back from a run, but very rarely do I ride this because it takes you down to a road which leads on towards Halls and Kirkby Lonsdale along a very fast road, which I don't ride along. But I thought I wanted to get out just for a little run, and we're just going over the M6 here. A little run just to try out the Audicator which I've just fitted to this Hurricane. After the last video, which you may have watched, that was the instigation for doing so, and it took me a fair old while because the Audicator unit that I had came off my meter, and I hadn't bothered fitting it back onto either of my Royal Enfield Hunters. But after that ride I was determined it had to go back on. Unfortunately I'd lost the instructions on the wiring for it, and so I downloaded it off the website that Audicator have, but it didn't work. I thought, oh no, what's this? Well, it turns out that my unit was an earlier unit, and I did vaguely remember that there was something about the wiring was different. We're just going through Halton here, so I'll just break off my little story. And lovely little village actually, this part. We actually get into the more modern part, which I've deleted. We don't see that. So a little pinch point here. Then we're out to the more modern bit, which you won't see. But then we pass along this little part, and then we take a left turn, and we turn up into rather a strange little road, and we go over a cattle grid, and we get fantastic views across to the Trough of Bowland, and also towards the Barwon Fells. So here we are running up into this rather odd little estate road. I think it must have been in the past, but yeah, perfectly okay to ride through it. And a few sheep up here. Absolutely beautiful little road this is. We came down it some months ago now, and it was very dull, and I discovered it then, but it's actually nicer, I think, riding in this direction. But we're going to have a little look across. Well, that's the Trough of Bowland over there, and the River Lune is down there. Can't quite see it from this view, but we will see it fairly soon as we ride along a bit. We'll stop again. Beautiful little parkland, isn't it? And no one seems to come down here. I don't think anyone really knows about it. You don't get it's too far from Halton for people to go walking up it, and unless you live here, you just wouldn't know of it. Stunning views from up here though. Now I'm only on a short run, and this will become, I think, I can see this happening, this is going to be one of my favourite little short runs. Altogether it's about 18 miles, the whole ride, and fun enough it lasts about 18 minutes, this bit. So, now this is the only vehicle we meet on the way, on this bit anyway. A farmer, a sheep farmer by the looks of it, that chunky little lamb there, wasn't it? So I'll just pull in again just up here to have another little look across. Just a bit here, I think. Yeah. So yes, the wiring on the Audicator was different from the one that I downloaded, but I did eventually find there's a River Lune down there, look, twinkling in the sunshine. Now that's the same River Lune, of course, which we saw in an earlier video, but that was not far from the source actually, that earlier one. And in fact I will be riding to the source of the Lune, or as far as I can get towards it. There's quite a few feeders up there, and that's a fair bit further north, but we'll enjoy that. And we're going to go through this lovely little shady lane here. Let me enjoy that, and I'll just go on about this Audicator, but not for much longer, trust me. Yeah, so anyway, found the original instructions, wired it in, which meant me crawling about on my hands and knees, and that's another story. In future, if I do anything like this on motorcycles, I'm going to have to get myself a motorcycle lift that brings it up to working height, because I just can't do this anymore. I might have done when I was 20, yes, it was fine. Now look at this view over here, absolutely gorgeous. So that's the Barben Hills in the distance there, and over to the right there, that's the Trough of Bowland. These are towards places like Duntop Bridge and Sledburn and Clitheroe, Pendle Hill, all those sort of places. But that's the River Lune just down there. Sheep farming country. So you will hear the occasional beep as the Audicator kicks in when we do a turn. So yes, these Hunters are perfect for these roads. Do you know, I'm so pleased with these bikes. And now, I don't know if you can see that, but that rather nice house over there on the right hand side, that's called Hawkshead. Now I think that must be the estate house. Now whether it's been turned into flats or whether it's still, still an estate, I don't know. I looked up on the Ordnance Survey map, which in fact is at the end, so you can follow this ride. It's the little road that leads up from Holton Green, and it's got green dots on it, which designates it's a cycleway. So you're just going to stop here and have a little look up that driveway. There it is. That leads to a place called Hawkshead. So I think it must be an estate house from the past, manor house or something. But it's absolutely lovely. What an unspoiled part of the country. Nice barn over there on the left hand side. Let's see that a bit closer as we ride past it. And this is midweek, and it's just after lunchtime actually, because I did the final fitting on this Audicator thing, which is a little wire that leads to the front brake switch. So when you touch the front brake, the brake light comes on, and that switches the Audicator off. So if you're coming up to a junction, then the Audicator's going, and you touch the front brake, and that stops the Audicator from beeping away. Because it gets louder if you leave it on, it gets louder and louder. Not ear splitting, but enough to warn you it's on. A couple of double bends here, with very tight uphill. Very nice. The Hunter is pulling away. That lovely tractable engine, lovely long-stroke engine, perfectly designed. I was looking the other day at the BSA Victor 440. I used to have a BSA C15, and the 440 Victor was a development of that original C15 250cc engine, single cylinder, and of course Jeff Smith won his championship on the BSA Victor Scrambler, and a lovely looking machine. I have to say, it does appeal to me greatly, but when I look at the picture of it, I downloaded a couple of pictures off the internet, and the Hunter actually is very much like it in some respects. I mean, the BSA Victor was a bit of a difficult machine to start, especially when it was hot. and unlike the Hunter, which is very easy, electric start. So am I tempted to a BSA Victor 440? Well, yes, I could be tempted. I have joined the BSA Owners Club actually. I don't quite honestly know why. I think I must have had too much dark chocolate and got all excited. I thought, oh, I'll join the BSA Owners Club. I don't know why. I should keep it going for a year and see how it goes. Now we're going to turn right here because I noticed that that cycleway, and I don't know what road I'm on now. I discovered it later that this is a road. If I turn left, it would have taken me back to Halton Green, and this road leads on up to. Eventually, it will lead me up to a B road which runs to Kirkby Lonsdale. But actually, this is a very, very quiet road. Well, it is at the moment anyway. A couple of cars on it, but nothing to speak of, is it? Lovely condition, but we get to an even nicer road soon. Now, I thought myself then, but it's a road here on the left. But it wasn't. It was actually just a bend in the road. I don't know what made me think there was a bend, turning, but anyway, carry along here. And all this is so close to the city of Lancaster. Unbelievable, really. You won't find this in the south of England, believe me. It's going to be heaving with traffic. Lovely stone walls, of course. Now I'm now going to run into, actually this is unfinched, this woodland. On the Ordnance Survey map at the end you'll see it's an unfinched road. Watch out for deer dotted across. Quite a thick bit of woodland, and a lovely canopy, isn't it? Especially at this time of year. Be interesting again to come through in springtime to see it just starting to come to leaf. We should do that. See the Barben Hills over there. Motorcyclist has found it. Now I got to this point, I thought, should I go left here? And said, yes, go left here. See where it takes you. At this point, I really am not lost, obviously, but unsure of where I am. I've not been down this road at all, but look at the condition of it. It's just been resurfaced, surely. Perfect. This is so different from the roads I ride on normally, which are full of potholes and grass ground in the middle, all sorts. Farm over there on the right hand side. I suspect that's a chicken farm, judged by the look of it. free range chicken, does it? He nipped past, didn't he? He could turn off left just up here, look. Couldn't wait, could he? I don't know if you noticed when he went past, he's wearing an ordinary pair of jeans, ordinary jacket, ordinary pair of shoes. So it's up to him, and off he goes. Slip down this road. No, this hasn't been far, but delightful nonetheless, I think. It certainly was for me. And the autocator worked perfectly, very pleased with that. So I've ordered another one for the Spitfire. I'll be fitting that, now I know how to do it. And when I came to this junction I thought, aha, this is where I am. I'm on that road that leads to Nethercallet. If I went go left, we'll go to Nethercallet. So thanks ever so much for watching this one. And here comes the map for you to have a look at, and it's that one with the from Halton Green. It's got little green dots and it leads up along. So yes, many thanks for watching, and see you again soon for another ride. Bye for now.